It is by caffeine alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the beans of Java that the thoughts acquire speed, the hands acquire shakes, the shakes become a warning, and finally we have life. There was only half a cup, and I nuked it in the microwave. It's not even half a cup, it was like a third of a cup. It's better than nothing. It's 4:30 in the afternoon, so I don't need to drink a whole lot more. Alright, back out we go.
Off to Pioneer Square. Someone must have given me the exact address, I guess. Maybe Tolly, but it would have interrupted the whole dramatic scene with Campbell. The address I had was in a set of down-at-heel apartments, hardly ever used. My buddy Reggie was a fixture of the square, and I often dropped by for a little pick-me-up. I wondered if he'd seen any comings and goings.
As the world outside quiets down and the darkness comes out to play, Bed of Night is here to keep you company all night long.
One of the elevators finally working. Nope. Excuse-moi.
Reggie was around here somewhere. Always worth dropping in for. There was a case waiting for me at Pioneer Square. Reggie was around here somewhere. Always worth dropping in for a bite and a chip.
Huh.
This place used to belong to my old friend Dale. Used to being the key words here. More rebar, huh? You aren't looking too well there, buddy. Huh. Maybe some sort of ancestral heirloom. Or Dale had been drunk at a flea market. Dale did like to cook, as the youth seem to call it. Made some of his own recipes, bought in others.
I'm gonna have to go get my I need some juice for the powers.
Maybe Dale used it to scope out heavenly bodies. I got the fascination with spirit boards, but always wondered, what if the ghosts never learned to write?
That's a good point.
It was a Bible. Never took Dale for the religious type, but then I've heard some substances take mortals closer to God. One way or another.
One way
Cute
or
kids.
another.
Though I do hear twins are a real handful.
Alright.
If you could say one thing for the man, it's that he had an eclectic taste in clothes. Estrogen. Caution, do not take if male. Well, what Dale wanted to put in his own body was entirely his own business.
That's right. Alright. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to go get some juice so that I can come back.
Lotions and potions. Most I recognized, but one stood out. I had never seen it before, and I thought I was down with the street trade.
Lotions
Had
and
Dale whipped up a new
potions.
cocktail? I was out of my league here. Maybe worth a chat with Sophia or Mrs. Thorne.
Okay. There's still this right here. I need to go get some juice to come back. Oh, never mind. I got juice right there. When in doubt.
Dale was one of those guys. You know, You've just seen him around. Talked to him a few times, maybe exchanged the latest gossip. Hit a body or two together. Dale, I'd say it's good to see you, but, you being dead and all and a figment of my imagination, guess it means I don't find you at your most scintillating.
Oh, hi, Fabian. Been a while. Yeah, I've been better, though I never looked exactly healthy, did I?
Understatement.
Did you know the killer?
You know what? I think I did. At least, no sign of a struggle, and the door lock's still whole. Must have been someone I knew, or at least expected. Customer, maybe?
Oh, are you coming over here? Come here. No, you're not. You're not quite ready to come over here. What are you doing, buddy? You guys are both waking up. What are you doing? Do you want to come say hi? Did you want to come say hi? Big boy. Verily doth the black coffee stab thy heart, but it's all in your mind. What are you doing? Oh, hi. Thank you. Oh, rub, purr, purr, purr. No, do not bite the cable. No cable, sir. Who's that on the screen? I know. You gonna go attack your brother, or you just want to go eat? Well, if we're going out, I gotta go get Blanca, because she's in the house, and we gotta put her outside. Yeah? Momentary disruption. I am pretty sure the power just went out while I was feeding the cats. But the coolest part is that I bought a UPS now, and I have the modems and everything plugged into it. And it just went out for a moment, but everything is still going, so... Yay! There are storms going on all around us, so... I'm glad that that seemed to work. Hopefully we don't get any more power outages. Alright, all the cats have been fed. I think we can hopefully get back to this. How did you die?
Obvious question, I guess, but, how did it happen?
I'd say my throat was cut, and then I must have been dragged up onto this rebar. Someone rammed it through my rib cage and then hung up a cross-like decoration like the star on a frat boy Christmas tree.
Strong guy then, right? I mean, to hold you up there, force iron through you? Pfft. This looks more and more like kindred. Mortals just don't have this kind of strength.
Sounds right to me.
How was the alchemy trade going for you?
Hard to say, isn't it, Detective? I've still got the making alk cookery around the place. Still got that acrid tang at the back of your throat, same as you always smelled in here. A note of butane and a cheap body spray. So, yeah, looks like business as usual.
You were a ghoul, right? I'm pretty sure of that. So who was your patron? Your dummy thingy?
Who'd I drink from, you mean? It's hard to say. I don't think I ever told you, Detective.
Don't think you ever did.
Maybe a person of interest for your case?
Yeah, maybe so.
I have helped you figure out one thing, Detective. There was a reason I was killed, right?
Sure. Someone's sending a message like the others.
That, and I was probably killed by someone I knew. So, who my patron was is important one way or another.
You got that right, little buddy. Thanks, Dale. Sorry about, the whole strung up on a support beam thing.
I know a guy who founded a whole religion like this. You never know. Maybe someone will write the Book of Dale.
I know a guy who founded a whole religion on being strung up. That's awesome. Oh, I can investigate the cat too? I'm assuming it's the cat. Well, I don't have any more go juice at the moment.
Hey, buddy, not sure I agree with your philosophy. Reggie was around here somewhere. Always worth dropping in for...
32004 Pioneer Square.
Whether you're winding down from a long day or just beginning your nocturnal adventures, let my voice be your sanctuary.
Man, I do not miss living in an apartment.
First caller, are you up past your
I
bedtime?
had one in
Did you wake up just for me?
Greeley,
To be honest,
Colorado
I'd
in
love to be sleeping right now, but I just can't. I'm
from like
so upset.
99 until 2001, I think. Like 2 years. Wasn't a bad place, but just
Need a big score.
no
Another call.
privacy. Constant noise.
Evening, Reggie.
Mr. Fabian, I hope your God is being good to you.
Start watching TV too
Mine
loud.
is
Neighbors
to
down
me.
below start banging on the roof, and other people listening to music too loud. I don't miss any of that shit.
Reggie, old buddy. Anyone go into that apartment over there in the last few hours?
Huh? Well, I mean,
You okay, Reggie?
I
This was not normal, even for Reggie. Think hard, Reggie. You see anyone at the apartment?
I think well,
He's been mind wiped.
That was even more blank than Reggie usually was. Keep warm, Reggie. You never know when I might need you.
do you hear the city, Fabian? It's waiting there for you.
Reggie was never the sharpest tool in the shed, but something had made him even worse than usual. What secrets are we keeping,
Yeah, yeah. I remember it had like an 1.5 inch gap underneath the door going into the hallway, and it was like a stairwell, and there was 4 apartments on each floor. So myself, the neighbor next to me, and there was 2 people across. The next door neighbor was some sort of a writer. This is a funny story, an anecdotal of like weird people living in apartment complexes, right? So the guy who lived right next door to me was some sort of like writer for like National Geographic, like and other travel publications, but he like literally was a shut-in who kept his blinds drawn all the time, and he worked on a like computer, and his house was full of plants, and he would open his door and talk to you occasionally, but he was just a shut-in, right? And he would never leave other than to go to the grocery store, and he always had sweatpants that were pulled up to like the middle of his like stomach, like underneath his, like in the middle of his chest, like up to his chest. He would have his sweatpants pulled all the way up, shirt tucked in, and then he had socks that were pulled up over the legs of his sweatpants. And he wore like big Nike high tops like all the time. And he would take he had this little like Chevy S10 or something, and he would make these grocery runs. And every time he would come back, he would bring back like 4 cases of like 2 liter of like orange pop, like orange soda pop, right? And he would just come back, and he would always have these huge things. He was an interesting guy, but like he just like would never leave the apartment. But he was a writer, and that's what he did, or at least that's what he told me he did. Um, Very interesting fellow. And later on in life, when I really got into Tom Waits, there's a Tom Waits song on Get Behind the is it the Get Behind the Mule album? There's a song where it's like, "What's he building in there?" And every time I hear that song, I picture that neighbor in my mind, because he's always in his apartment with the shades drawn and like, "What's he building in there?" Then the guy across from me, caddy corner, not directly across, but across and over, was a disabled guy who had broken his back, and he was able to walk, but he was on full disability. He chain smoked cigarettes, and he was on all sorts of like antidepressant and medications. Like he was just all sorts of like just not in a good place mentally or physically. And he could move around, but he was definitely disabled and had like a cane. Um, and he was an interesting fellow, but he was just out of it all the time because he was just so drugged up. And then in the 2 years that I was there, directly across from me, it was like a couple who lived there, and then like I don't know, there was like 3 or 4 people that went in and out, like a single girl, and then a couple, and then another couple. I'll never forget because midway through my stay there, management changed, and it was a younger couple, and I used to, we could smoke in the apartments. Those apartments we could smoke in, and so that was back when I used to. That was before my congestive lung problems, and so I used to chain smoke. I smoked cigarettes back in the day on top of other stuff. And I remember one of the weekends I was imbibing in other stuff, and there was a knock on the door, and I was like, "Oh shit," you know. And it was the managers, and they were like, "Hey, just as an FYI, if we're gonna smoke the other stuff, make sure to at least put a towel underneath the door because there's like these 1.5 inch wide gaps, and the whole stairwell just reeks." But they were cool about it. They were like, "Just make sure you put a towel underneath it," you know. But I will never forget the guy next door. What's he building in there? Just sweatpants pulled up to his chest, socks over the sweatpant legs, and orange soda pop by the 2 liters, man.
I need to find something else. Let's see what's going on in here. Not that, but I know that there's something. Let's have a peek, shall we? I know I saw it. It was. That's a solid block, Reggie, my friend. Someone has put a compulsion on you. Huh. Now that wasn't memory loss. That was a solid block. Someone had used kindred juju to seal Reggie's mouth. I wouldn't get anything from him, but I did know someone strong-willed had done this.
Reginald, my friend, hope you're not too chilly.
Always gentle.
Might I take a little nip?
All I have, you're most welcome to share.
Nom nom nom.
Oof, that's better. Always the good stuff with you, Reggie. Have a good night, Reggie.
Become one with the heartbeat of the city, detective.
Alright, all my abilities are full.
I didn't want to go see Mrs. Thorne, but police work is never easy. If anyone knew about weird
Creeps walking around tonight.
Back to talk to Sophia. Sophia! Who has changed her look over the years, which is really interesting because she's a vampire and they don't need to change their look. He's pounding nails into a hardwood floor. I swear to God, I heard someone moaning low. And I keep seeing the blue light of a TV show. What's he building in there? It's such a great... Dude, that whole album... I think what's the starting track? I'm Big in Japan. Like, that was a really good... It's a later Tom Waits album, but...
I figured Sophia would be in. She kept on business hours, but then so did I.
Chocolate Jesus is on that. I mean, that's, dude, all of his... I've liked all of his stuff over the years. I really wished that, you know, because Tom Waits is, like, the generation before me. He's pretty old now. I think he's probably in his late 70s by this point. But going back and listening to some of his early stuff, I would have loved to have gone and seen him live in the heyday.
Just wanted to check back in.
I'm still here, still working.
I picked up this potion, wondering if you could tell me about it.
Oh, interesting. Huh, this is fascinating. Not the recipe I know.
Could you take a guess?
Yes. An enhancer, I would say. Something to magnify capabilities. To make your body work more efficiently somehow, in one way or another.
Magnify what, though?
Have you checked with Mrs. Thorne? There is a strong arcane component to this, which she might recognize.
Go and brace her in her gingerbread house? Can't say I relish that prospect. Every time she looks at me, I hear the clanging of oven doors.
Heinrich's like, I'm having a good
be
Friday
mean.
night. It's not Friday night. It's Wednesday night.
Well, I took a look at the scene. It was a place on Pioneer Square.
Yeah, I think Tom
They had a
Waits
nice
is the
chap at the victim.
epitome of
Dale.
you can be
Deals
an
in
artist
thin blood elixirs. You know the guy?
no matter what
Another
you
mortal.
sound or look like,
You think this
as
is
long as
Santiago
you just
again?
have passion
All
and
evidence says
pursue
so.
it with all
And
of
so
your
did the
heart.
corpse.
What the hell is going on, Fabian?
Someone's plotting this out like a dime novel. See ya, Toots.
I wait with bated breath for your next visit, detective.
I didn't want to go see.
Tom's Ice Cream Man is my favorite song of all time. Nice.
force myself to go see Mrs. T.
I've also appreciated the fact that he's done some really interesting forays into film as well. Isn't it I think it's the Book of Eli. He shows up as like a junk trader. Oh, and there's another like vampire movie with Willem. Oh, is that it? Isn't there a movie with Willem Dafoe and fuck? There's a vampire movie with Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe. I could swear Tom Waits is in that. Daywalkers? Is that the name of that movie? I'm gonna have to go look stuff up here in a minute.
No taxis, no buses.
A visit to Mrs. Thorne always made me want to gird my loins. I wish I knew what a gird actually was.
A gird. Hang on, I gotta go Google that now. Oh, that's right. He played Renfield in Bram Stoker's Dracula too. I forgot about that. I totally forgot that he played. That is such a good movie. I'm over on IMDb now because I can't remember what the name of that movie was. Okay, there's the Book of Eli. I remember that much. He's in the Imaginary of Dr. Parnassus. Dracula. Man, I must be misremembering. Oh, he was in The Fisher King? Oh, he's uncredited. God, The Fisher King is a good movie, man. Jesus, I haven't seen that in a long time. Isn't that's Robin Williams and um, Jeff Bridges? I'll have to watch that, Bobolonia. Iggy Pop's another, yeah, really interesting character. I've seen some people on TikTok, the younger generation, who have been mocking Iggy Pop. Because he's elderly now, and he stumbles around the stage. He's got the clubfoot thing, and he's not, but he's still out there. And I think people just don't. Some of the younger generation just doesn't get, because he doesn't need the money. But some people just have performance in their soul. Like, they're gonna die on stage, right? They're just gonna be out there doing what they're doing until they keel over on stage. Like, that's just who they are. Their entire He has been performing since he was able to perform. Like, Iggy Pop is so people don't know how, like, some of this current generation doesn't understand how influential Iggy Pop has been to the careers of, like, music giants like David Bowie as an example, and the times in the 70s. It's just, I'm not huge into the Iggy Pop side of things, but I at least know him well enough and have paid attention enough over the years to realize what I mean. The rock and roll industry, the punk industry, like, there's so many musical geniuses we wouldn't have if it weren't for the influence of Iggy Pop. And then you see like this current director, and he can't even hardly walk. Why is he on stage? Just retire already. And it's like, dude, he's not gonna retire. He's gonna go until he keels over, man. That's who he is. Just that is the soul.
Good evening, ma'am.
Detective, is there something you need?
She seemed in a good mood. I assumed she was marinating a couple of kids in the back room.
Oh my God, marinating a couple of kids.
I was wondering, you ever hear of a guy called Santiago? A hunter?
Can't know the name.
Active here back in the 1920s. Other places before that.
Oh, long before my time in your benighted country, young man. Now, is there anything else?
Hey, I found this potion. I thought since you were our expert on cauldrons and newt size and such, you might recognize it? Something the Thin Bloods made, I'm sure.
Indeed.
Think it could be...
Memory.
Memory?
Salvia officinalis, Centella asiatica, Bacopa moneri, the vulgar time, and others. Memory and clarity, detective.
That's awesome, Bubalonia.
To cloud or to erase, to improve, to reshape.
Sophia thought it was some kind of enhancer.
The girl is improving. An enhancer of memory. To make the subject's recall more acute, more capable.
A memory enhancer, huh? Now that's interesting. I wonder who might be on the market for memory potions. I can think of a few trees to shake. Nico's one for the markets. Tolly always knows things.
This is a thin blood concoction, young man. Have you considered the anarchs?
Ah, yes, of course. Katsumi might know something. That is a good call, Mrs. T. Thanks.
Mistress Thorne, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Close the door after you.
So it was a memory enhancer. Who'd be buying that from Dale? Or who would he be making it for? His ghoul daddy? I figured
ghoul
Nico
daddy.
might have his nose in the trade, and Katsumi would have an idea given her Thin Bloods dabbled in alchemy. Then there was Tolly, of course. He knew everything.
All right.
Nico knew his apples from his aardvarks when it came to less than legal trades.
Well, he is right around the corner.
Snow's gonna...
Hey, Nico.
Fabian! Are you out on the trail of a conspiracy? Why am I asking? With you, it is always a conspiracy. Any leads on the Umbrella Cartel and their weather-making machines? They sure screwed up this week. Have you seen the forecast?
I am always on the trail of a conspiracy. Sometimes more than one. Say, do you know anything about potions? I found one. I'm told it's a memory enhancer or something like that. Would you know a likely buyer?
I'm afraid I do not. I trade in solids, not liquids.
That's what I figured. Thanks. I was wondering if you could take a look at this for me.
Huh. I did not take you for a follower of Christ.
Only when I stub my toe. I got a few of these now. All identical.
Only when I
Yes, I
stub my
see.
toe. That's awesome.
Associated with a few hellish scenes.
Okay. Well... The Cross of St. James, yes? This particular shape?
I did know that.
It is a mix of mild steel and some of the decoration is cast in zinc alloy. Then lacquered, aged and weathered. Deliberately so.
It's not old then.
Oh no, not at all. Recently made. But made to look old, like a film prop. It's not a bad job. It would not be cheap. Properly made, none of this 3D printing.
A prop. Now that is interesting. Thank you, Nico. That's helpful. Thanks. See you later.
The plot
Catch
has
many bad
thickened.
guys, Fabian. Then bring them to me for justice.
Nothing from friend Nico. Time to burn some more shoe leather.
Time to burn some shoe leather.
Katsumi was at the hole in the wall and might have something to say about.
All right.
Drink, whatever.
The music was better the last time I was here.
Fabian, it's been a while. What are you doing down here?
I picked up this potion, sort of thing your folk are into. I was wondering if you knew who might be buying.
My people don't buy or sell alchemical products. You know that, detective.
Hey, I'm looking for a murderer. I'm not trying to drag potion mixers in front of the court.
Oh, hon. Bad day? Listen, if only because I don't want my people caught up in a murder rap. That's not a type I recognize. Never seen it before, not something we deal in. Okay?
Okay, thanks. I'll take your word for it.
You better.
I'll head off.
Sure.
Well, that was a dead loss. Who else might have an inkling?
Okay. What do we got left?
I knew where Tolly was hanging out with his ear to the street. Or someone's ear. The hole in the wall needed a few dark corners. Younger kindred did like spaces to brood.
You know, I didn't think about that until just now, because I know Bubbaloni had asked earlier about why all the cars are parked in the snow on the ground, and I was just thinking about you know, you look at a game like Cyberpunk 2077 that has all of the traffic and everything else going on.
Well, well, Detective Fabian, as I don't live or breathe. Tell me, how's the case? Hot leads, cold bodies, reheated plots. Ooh, let me guess. You want to hear the word on the street. Pretty sure it was curbside pickup only. Something I heard your boys in blue were being real strict about on Aurora Avenue.
I'm looking into the alchemy trade.
Better living through chemistry, huh? You never struck me as the type.
Thin blood alchemy. You any notion who might be buying an elixir of memory enhancement?
Memory enhancement, memory enhancement. Oh, it'll come to me, I'm sure. Who'd need an improved memory? You know, Fabian, sometimes I'm so dull you could use me for crowd control.
You really don't know who needs this elixir?
You're the detective. You tell me.
I'll see you later.
Have fun down those mean streets, detective.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. What secrets are we keeping, I need to find something else. What are you hiding? It's Willem, you failure of a detective. Willem, right. I guess Tolly's entitled to his opinion. So, Willem was the buyer. And unless I missed my mark, Dale was his ghoul friend. Dale hung around in a room full of junk, staying well clear of the wider world. Right up Willem's alley. Willem was no doubt in his palatial mansion. I needed to drop in.
Alright, next place we go.
I need to find a better spot.
Time to talk to Willem.
Next time.
Anyway, what I was getting at was the performance issues that come with having so many cars on the streets. It's one of those things that I think a lot of people don't consider when you look
I
at
was
a game
pretty
like
sure Willem hung around here. No idea why. I don't think he ever
Cyberpunk.
drove a car. The rear view, you see. He's never been a fan.
Oh, I can't jump over things like my counterpart.
That's right.
Oh, do I have to do that puzzle again?
I had to find Willem's trick for getting into his haven.
I don't have telekinesis though with this character. Yeah, I get that, but I don't have telekinesis. So my other character was able to use telekinesis to pull the levers, but I don't have those powers with Fabian.
I probably shouldn't be drinking random potions like this, but something told me I now had the keys to victory.
Apparently that was a telekinesis potion.
Willem was a strange kind of guy, and I was qualified in strange kind of guys. We got on okay. Hey, Willem.
Detective Fabian, how's the case of the missing street sign?
Oh, I solved that a week ago. It wasn't about where the sign was, it was that the street itself had moved. The two are reunited and happy as bluebirds. I wanted to talk to you about something else.
Talk to you about something else.
Does the name Santiago ring a bell?
The hunter? They called him the rebar killer in the dailies, didn't they?
The rebar killer.
Long time ago.
That's the guy. He's active again.
Really? That's not good.
Understatement of the century, buddy. You know anything about alchemy and thin bloods? I mean, the skill they have to whip up lotions and potions. I'm not suggesting we put anyone in a juicer just yet.
Alchemy detective? You know I don't go in for that kind of thing.
Memory potions, Willem? To spring clean your memory palace? Maybe add an east wing and a pool? That'd be useful to you, right?
I suppose so. I might have used them.
You'd remember. That is the whole point. Come clean, buddy. Your noggin's always overflowing, and you're indulging in a bit of chemical expansion. It's not a sin.
Well, it's important, Fabian. There's so much to remember. Names, numbers, dates.
I tell you, there are a few dates I would love to forget.
I gotta keep myself sharp. But why does this matter to you?
Dale's dead. Your peck ghoulish dope dealer is no more. Ceased to beat. He's currently pinned up to a crossbeam by someone who's into very heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Oh, and his head is missing.
His head? Fabian, what do you mean? Do you think I killed him? Well, how could I kill him?
You couldn't have killed him, buddy. Compared to our killer, you're weak as a noodle.
We getting a flashback to the 1930s again?
He's weak as a noodle. There's no way he did this. But he was on the scene, and that's all we have right now. I mean, look at him. He's cooling his heels. Anything else before you go in?
Remind me about the crime scene?
Fabian, we just talked about this. Come on, will you? Same method. Vic nailed to floorboards by rebar through the torso. And that goddamn sword cross thing. Again. He doesn't get those from the five and dime, so that's a threat to follow, I guess. Nothing special about the apartment, nothing missing. Apart from the head.
How's the wife and kids?
Fabian, we are vampires, you do get that right. Bloodsuckers, the undead, sold our souls to the devil. We don't get to have wives and kids.
You sure? I mean, we can go to church, right? A priest could get us married. We could adopt.
Fabian.
Back at the party, you were worried about a girl. You were Beau?
If it'll keep you on track, yes, there is a girl. No, I'm not her beau. She's a problem for someone else. Satisfied? We've got a man in the sweatbox, Fabian. Try and stick with it.
So, our suspect.
Sweat him out. Find out whether he saw anything, why he was there in the first place, how he knew our Vic. You know the deal.
I do know the deal.
Who was he?
Exactly. That kind of thing. You know how to do this.
So, the victim. What else do we know?
What are you talking about? We know that it's a pain in the ass, if that's what you mean.
Pain in the
That hive had
ass.
so much locked up in his skull. With Rosalind gone too, we'll be trying to pick up on pieces that only Isaac knew.
It was Isaac. Oh.
Have you listened to anything I've said?
Yeah, I was just testing. Theorizing. Extemporizing.
You can do that in the privacy of your own haven. Get it together. There's work to do here.
Okay, boss. I'll deal with this.
Grumpy pants.
All right, I'll be listening. But let me know if you root out anything deeper.
Time
All
for
right.
me to do what detectives do.
Time to do what detectives do best.
Here he was, pale, sort of sweaty.
Kind of sweaty.
Something bugged me about him, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Hello there, pal. I hear you had a bad start to your night.
A hell of a thing, detective. A hell of a thing.
Says here Willem Axel. Don't I know you?
I don't know how you could.
Huh. Strange how memory plays tricks. But anyway, lay it out for me.
So this
What
is
do you
before
wanna
he
know?
became a Nosferatu.
So tell me about you. What's your business?
I'm nobody important, detective. I work as a bookkeeper.
Accountant?
Yeah, that's right.
So why are you sweating, accountant?
I'm not feeling well, but also because I work at Lou's place, and I know you detectives don't like it there.
You run numbers for Lou Graham's place. Now, that is interesting. But you do look a little pale there.
This is. I'm thinking this voice actor. I'm pretty sure this is the guy. He was in the Doom movie. Most recently, he was in Andor. He's a skinny little dude. Willem Bloodlines 2 voice actor. I don't know his name. Let's see if I was right. Oh, I was totally right. His name is Richard Brake. It's this guy. I knew I could picture his face. So he always plays like creepy dudes in films and stuff. I remember him first in I think the first thing I could remember seeing him in was the Doom movie. But he's in all sorts of fun stuff. And he always plays kind of creepy dudes. Most recently, I know he was in, I think it was season 2 of Andor, because he was playing like the one with when Bill Burr was there as the bounty hunter, and they go and they confront that Imperial captain or whatever, and it's his character. It's been driving me nuts because I could picture his face all day, but I didn't know his name as an actor. Really cool. That might be like his first. I don't see any other video games on his resume. Oh no, he was in The Walking Dead 2018. So he's done some video games before. Well, at least my brain is putting the right face to the voice.
Tell me why we picked you up.
Don't you know?
I'm the one asking the questions here.
Okay. I was just visiting a friend at Sunset Heights. I guess wrong place, wrong time. Your boys in blue thought I had something to do with this killing.
Who was this friend?
It's just a friend. There's no law about that, right? I'm happily married.
Does your wife know where you are?
She knows I have business tonight. She's used to me working late.
They do say absence makes the heart grow fonder. I've always wondered about that myself. Some people I don't see for months or years, but when we meet up, they still don't seem too happy about it. Did you know the victim?
Just in passing.
You knew Isaac? How?
I only met him that night. I'd been sent with a package for him, that's all.
By your boss? By Lou Graham?
Yeah, that's right.
Really? Now there's a thing for the books. You know what the package was?
No.
And he wasn't dead when you gave him the package?
No, we talked and then I left.
Did you see anything?
No.
Right, and I was the Emperor of China. Right, and I'm the Emperor of China.
He said it out loud.
I swear.
You're sweating like a ham in a steamer there, fella.
That's funny.
The less you tell us, the more I think you're guilty of something.
I'm as much in the dark as you.
He knew all right, and I'd make him sing, even if I needed to pry his skull open and look inside. Come on, buddy, spill the beans. You saw something.
I got nothing to say, detective. Honest.
Well, I'm gonna have to use some
yanking
powers.
my chain. If only I could find.
Oh, I can. I'm gonna have to use some powers.
As a swan. I'd take a break, then pull out some more feathers. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. Well, let's see what's going on in here. That can't be what you're hiding. What secrets are we keeping, They never told me what the embrace would really mean. Aha! Willem had seen the killer. It was right at the top of his mind. Time to put on the thumb screws. I had another thought.
Okay.
You're just like me, a goddamn kindred, a vampire, a bloodsucker.
No, it's not what you think.
Better talk fast, buddy. Did you off Isaac?
No, he offed me. I mean, Isaac. I went to him to be made over into a vampire. Some deal he did with Lou, and well, we.
The two of you did the deed. I get it. Oh, your face hasn't done the,
What do you mean?
Well, never mind. No, you'll find out. So, then you cut his head off and ran him through with rebar? Was that part of the deal?
No, it wasn't me. I didn't see. I was recovering and I didn't see anything. I swear.
We both know you saw something. Something to do with the killer? You're scared of him, right? This guy kills and kills, buddy. You give me a name, I can protect you.
Okay, listen. I did that thing with Isaac.
Feels dirty, don't it? But I get you. Takes it out of you and puts it right back in.
That's it. Isaac was listening to the wireless. I was sitting recovering off in the corner. Heard footsteps and in comes this guy.
You got eyes on him, right?
Not really. It was dark. Isaac had turned the light off.
Okay.
He was tall, had a hat.
What kind of hat?
Kind of like yours. Taller than you, though. Or maybe a bit shorter. His eyes caught the light. Kind of weird. And I could hear him breathing. Sort of controlled, like he'd come a distance but was trying not to.
Oh ho! Breathe, did he? Well, that is the first goddamn useful thing you said. Confirms he's not a dead man walking. Did he see you?
No, it was weird. I was scared, I guess. He's walking up towards Isaac. I guess Isaac is asleep or something, and I'm holding my breath.
You don't need to breathe, Willem.
I was holding it anyway. This guy walks right past me, looks straight at me, but it was like he didn't see me.
Oh, I know this one. That makes sense. You had Isaac's blood, and Nosferatu have the knack of vanishing. It's useful, I'm told, for avoiding trouble. Evangelists, ex-wives, in-laws. But he didn't see you. That's a good thing. So then what happened?
He comes up behind Isaac. Isaac still hasn't noticed. And then he pulled out this sort of long rod from a golf bag over his back, and he stabbed Isaac straight through his spine from behind. It came out front. It came out front. God, who can do that? Who could do that to anyone? All the air came out of him like a...
Inner tube stabbed by a pry bar? I'm guessing? Kind of like a... But you didn't see his face? Hands? Anything?
I saw his hands as he just reached out and he grabbed the side of Isaac's head and he just...
Pop goes the weasel, huh? So, our man is strong, real strong, but he breathes like a mortal. That is not good news. I gotta take this to my boss.
What should I do now?
Go see Lou. She's the one who landed you in this mess. She takes care of people, they say. Depending on how you interpret the words take care of, that might be a comfort to you. Or not. Anyhow, now gotta figure out who's the one going around treating heads like champagne corks. Pop.
Oh, goodbye, detective.
I'm certain we'll meet again, Mr. Willem Axel.
Back to modern times.
Realm? Where am I?
No longer splattered across a pavement, for one. You're in Weaver Tower.
Oh.
Tolly found you, brought you back. He's handling cleanup as we speak.
What did you do?
Not now, Sophia.
He was my... Willem. He was as close to a friend as I had. And he... and you...
Excuse her. Tonight's events caused some distress, and she's not alone. Campbell's records are part of the machinery that keeps the city running. Or at least, they were. So I'm gonna need an explanation.
Willem's hand was forced by one he called the Gardener. I tried to save him, but...
The gardener? Who?
Willem used my mark against me, just as Isabella did. There can be no question. These are not isolated cases. There are no coincidences. This is the work of the Sabbat.
No. Willem would never. He would never.
He would, because he was. I do not know what else to tell you. He had clothed himself in dynamite. Someone else caused it to detonate. Someone who was not present. I could not have prevented it.
This... gardener... I need to think. You will return tomorrow night. In the meantime, see what you can do to smooth things over. Sophia, you have work to do?
Of course. my prince.
Okay.
Poor Sophia. She truly was fond of Willem. You should maybe go see her. Leave that wound untended, it might fester. You'll want to check in with Tolly too, seeing as he gave you the tip. This time of night, he's usually at the Dutchman. And I wonder what the Anarchs make of this. Dropping in at the hole in the wall couldn't hurt.
Copy that.
Ah, hello, Fire.
About Willem. Sophia, I am sorry.
You promised you would protect him. But that was a promise you couldn't keep. That nobody could keep, no matter how... I shouldn't have asked. It was unfair of me, and I just got so angry with you. I'm sorry, love, for blaming you. I didn't know what to do. I miss him, Fire. I grieve for him. But now I walk alone in the darkness again. And
Not quite alone. Not now.
I suppose. I learned something, you know? About the mark.
Okay.
The symbols? The script is from Old Enochian. They talk of binding, weakening. At the core of it, I couldn't quite find a match. Not exactly. But there's been talk amongst the Anarchs. Fire. What they said? I don't like what it suggests.
What was it they said?
After you woke, you spoke of the old sect, the Sabbat.
I did. I know it of old. And Isabella used that name. The Black Hand is here in Seattle.
Okay.
To even be associated with such a thing, I mean... what was she thinking?
The following of the Sabbat is a disease. It will spread. It must be eradicated, utterly. This gardener is part of it, I am sure. And he involved Willem. Do you think the Sabbat...
Possibly others, too.
I know a way we can confirm it. I told you I couldn't find a match, and that's true. Not, at least in my books. But there are others. It's just... they are forbidden. Such is the nature of the material.
I see. Forbidden books. And you expect me to retrieve them?
I see no other way. They were confiscated decades ago by Lou.
And you are certain that these books will provide my answers?
As much as I can be, yes. Luke, Graham, and I... If I am the one to ask, she will say no. It must be you, my love.
Very well.
Thank you. I have to finish off here. Then I will return to Wake the Dead to my studies. I will see you there.
Interesting. Okay, so I've got to go ask Lou for some books. Alright.